What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 10 in the Pit. Today, we got Quentin. I don't know, he's giving me a weird look. He just weirded me the hell out. All right, we got Quentin Adams. He's going to do a full bowling ball review on that brand new Theorem Solid. A lot of guys have been asking what our opinion on this bowling ball, and I told them to wait. And I know it's been a long wait, but I don't think it plays like a big, strong, asymmetrical solid.
But
we're going to let Quentin get into all this because this is what he has well over 50 games on this ball.
I probably have 80.
80? Okay. Well over 50 games. He says close to 80, and I would have to agree with him. If they had these bowling balls a little bit longer because we got our lanes cut. Yeah, they look pretty good. So for anybody who is just finding this channel, I keep forgetting that we're not doing these for my pro shop customers anymore. So this is Quentin. He's my two-handed righty. Averages right around 215, 220.
215 last year.
Yep. Finesse player. He can shape the lane. He can play up the boards with power. He is a very smooth and controlled two-handed style. If you haven't seen Quentin bowl, you might actually like it before you hate it.
Okay, whoa. Viewer discretion is advised.
Correct. Sometimes he has his off moments. If you would watch that Swag Fusion Hybrid fresh off the press, we ain't even going to talk about it.
Yikes.
Anyway, we're going to let Quentin bowl a game. He's trying to beat Jaden Toft with that $99 Motive Ascend ball.
Jesus.
That he rated a 10.
Well, that's fair.
250 something?
258, I think.
Yeah. And then Joey Marsh.
He had another 250, didn't
250 plus, and then his grip popped out. He probably would have won. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, we all tried out the custom grips from Long Island, New York, and we're going to put them on the website. Everybody seems to really like them. I have just placed my order this morning. Give me a couple of days, and then they will be finding their ways to xinthepit.com, which is going to open up our interweb page to some more products that are not just X in the Pit. There's always the first one, and this one is actually really good, and I think other people would benefit from trying it. That makes sense? But that's not why we're here. We're here for the Theorem Solid. We're going to let Quentin go. See what he can do. I'm going to put the ball specs, driller specs, ball specs, bowler specs, and a picture of the bowling ball in the upper corner. Now, I watched Quentin last night go 250 plus, 250 plus. That third game we're not going to talk about. I expect 250 plus, Quentin.
Thanks.
No pressure. I love it when they fall forward.
Well, when you get carried like that.
Right, yeah, 250 shouldn't be a problem. Now I say that and you'll throw a 190.
That ball felt a little slow off my hand. So I was thinking about things to say about this ball as I was walking back. And I can tell you there's one ball on the market I can compare it to, and that would be the 900 Global Origin EX. That was quick. That was really quick. Since we got our lanes cut, our lanes are playing pretty tight.
Tight is nice.
Yeah, putting it nice, yeah. Yeah, give me a second. Just gonna say that's not getting there. All right, so I compared it to the Origin EX because they both lane shine pretty quickly. They both play similar to hybrids, like a sanded hybrid. Both have a decent back end on them. And honestly, I'm not sure if that's because of this pin length. This is like a 4.5 inch pin. But either way, this ball is really good.
So I know you just compared this to the Origin EX. Now I think Origin EX handles the wet dry a little bit better than the Theorem. Fresh out of box.
Okay.
Once this gets lane shined, like your ball honestly looks like a pearl.
You're right.
It's shiny.
But it still reads the mid lane.
Yes, it does. But once you get this type of lane shine on your ball, then it starts to play the wet dry a little bit better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to play this ball on fresh as a two-hander. Even game 2, because it blends through transition. That's what happened last night. And then once I do that though, I miss transition really. So then I don't know exactly what the lanes are doing because it just blends it so well. It's not that big asim solid bowling ball. It doesn't read the mids as early as a big asim solid would, but it's a really good house ball. It drives through the pins every single time.
Doesn't deflect much, I will give it that. Question for you, because you're
it does go forward a little bit.
A little bit. Before we lose train of thought, you said it doesn't play like a big, strong asymmetrical style. Would you put this in kind of like the benchmark category, or is it bigger than that?
A little bit bigger.
Okay. I'm just trying to get other people to understand what you mean.
I think, yeah. Something you can definitely use on a fresh house shot.
I agree.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lower speed rev guys, you can play this big ball. Yes.
Even that, I got it inside. That's in the oil.
And it floated.
It did, and it was nice.
Correct. But how long did it take for this bowling ball
It didn't take much.
to lane shine?
It didn't take much. Maybe 20 games, if that, like 15.
Okay.
And I honestly haven't done anything to the surface on this, but I really enjoy how it is.
Yeah.
It hasn't lost any performance. It gives me a lot of forgivability. And we saw that last night.
Correct.
Sure.
Every bowler on the planet is looking for a ball that's going to give them forgiveness.
Yes. And this is my ball for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Sometimes you match up, sometimes you don't. And this one,
I was surprised by it.
I was too.
I thought it was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be this good. Oh God.
Oh, get lucky.
All right.
Oh, show your spare conversion capabilities here, sir.
All right. Try to strike out for a 230, and that's not really doing it justice, but that one I was on the side of it, delayed the reaction. Like I said, I like that I have a lot of miss room with this ball, especially when it lane shined. Out of box, it was a little strong, I'm not gonna lie. especially if you don't have enough oil to get through. I was on the side of that too.
Alrighty, boys and girls, children of all ages, that would be Mr. Quentin Adams and that track Theorem Solid and a 210. Let's recap with Mr. Adams and see what we're thinking. Alrighty, boys and girls, children of all ages, that would be Quentin Adams and that brand new track Theorem. He shot to what?
10.
10? 210. Decent asymmetrical solid bowling ball from my perspective. Decent asymmetrical solid bowling ball. It allows you to play the mids and the back end very well. Allows you to shut your angles down in front of you if you are more of a power player.
Yes.
If you are a slower player, you'll be able to hook the entire lane. This ball does not give up and does not lose much energy. It does go a little bit forward, but it doesn't lose much energy as it is playing steep and deep. This ball is pretty much everything that you're looking for not that big, stupid, strong asymmetrical solid like a Jackal Onyx, in my opinion, where sometimes you just can't find enough oil to play it.
You can play almost any area of the lane.
Correct. This is that more of a little bit step down from that big, strong asymmetrical solid, which allows you to play some lines that some asymmetrical solids won't play.
Right.
Okay. So that was just my take on it. I think this bowling ball is a perfect follow-up from the other two.
Yes.
This is right there, just as good as the other ones.
I think this is the best one.
I was just going to say, I think this one's a little bit better than the other two. The track hybrid was too quick, if that makes sense. But this one here, perfect. But we're going to get into what Quentin thinks here really quick. Now, I know we used the excuse of us getting our lanes cut, but it made everybody go out of town and go to different centers to bowl on. Now, what did you see from synthetic to now coming back on wood? You've bowled a couple of times on wood. Where you're standing and everything else should be very similar. I've noticed I'm probably about a board, maybe 2 now, where I used to be 3 or 4.
So actually, yeah, I'm almost playing exactly the same spot.
Almost exactly the same spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last night, I was sticking at the foul line, so I had to play a little bit deeper because my ball speed was down a little bit, but I'm sure on the, what was it, the right lane, I was sliding a little bit, and my ball speed was like 15.5. I think here it was 16, 16.5.
Better approaches for sure.
Yes.
In my opinion.
But I was aboard to the right here.
Okay.
With a little bit faster speed.
Right.
Like half a mile an hour.
Okay.
That being said, I like this ball a lot on synthetic.
I believe synthetic, and because the break point and the reaction down lane is just a touch quicker, I think it plays more to your advantage, where here we get a little bit rounder shape. Not much, not a huge difference, but you can see it just plays a little bit rounder than it does as synthetic.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, before we even get into the questions I normally ask, I want to know how this ball has allowed you to play different parts of the lane, and I want to know what you see and what you feel about this bowling ball compared to all the other stuff on the market.
I will say it did lane shine pretty quick. I thought it was pretty strong out of box, so that little bit of lane shine was really good for me. Now where it's at right now, it might be a little
weak,
a little too much. I'd like it to pick up just a touch earlier. Like last night, it was perfect.
Right.
Synthetic.
Yep. Because it was a little quicker.
Right.
Yep.
Here though, I want it to maybe start a little bit earlier, get to the pocket. I'm not, 210 isn't doing this ball justice. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a lot of high games with this ball, and I really enjoy throwing this game 1, game 2.
Yes, but this is a fairly fresh house shot, but they did practice on it tonight, and there was some plastic thrown on it. So there is.
I'm not
some things to
necessarily
play
going
around
to
it.
blame the lanes. Like, I had a couple bad shots in there, but I think if I had like last night's forgivability, this
That
would have been
last night
really-
was stupid. We're not even going to talk about it.
No, it wasn't even that bad though. Like, it was, I don't know. Last night was a lot of repetitive, and I didn't have to think about things. Where
Yeah,
today
slower
my
speed,
game
just
isn't
get it
as
out. Yep.
Good, I guess.
Correct. You used all your skill up last night. That's
Yeah,
what I just
did.
heard. Yep.
I did. Really good ball.
Good ball?
If you don't have one, you should really look into getting one.
I think it's one of the better asymmetrical solids you should at least look at while you're making your decision.
I think if you're a league bowler, this is right up there with the Origin EX.
I think the Origin EX is a touch, but see, this is where Quentin and I are a little different.
See, I like this one a lot.
I like the Origin EX a little bit better.
I like how much quicker this one is.
To tell you how much I like the Origin EX, I'm about to drill an Origin EX to go in front of my original Origin for league this season. I'm about ready to put holes in both of them.
Yeah.
That's where we're different. That's what I love about this
Yeah,
sport.
I think this one's a little bit more playable.
For a two-hander, I agree. One-handed, I don't get the same forgivability that you get. But that's okay. We're going to get into some questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
So when I asked you, fresh off the press, fresh out of box, I asked you if this was worth your initial investment. You told me yes.
Yes.
Still is.
Yes.
Without doubt.
Yes.
Okay. If you had to buy another one to fill that asymmetrical solid spot in your bag, would you buy another one of these, or would you buy something else? And if you would buy something else, be specific.
If it was for a house shot, yes.
Okay. Tournament bag?
Tournament bag, I would go something stronger.
Okay.
If it was like higher volumes of oil.
Gotcha.
For sure.
Okay.
I do like, say you're bowling in a tournament, you still get the back end reaction, whereas, you know, a really strong asymmetrical solid might burn up, might not make that corner where this does.
Correct. Was worth your initial investment? You would buy another one of these to fill that spot in your arsenal. Someone comes in looking for that strong asymmetrical solid. Would this be the ball you recommend?
Not a strong asymmetrical solid.
Yes, it's
If you play it on a house shot, I think it's a really good ball.
I agree. I think it's better on house shot than sport shot.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't put it in the same strong category though.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing that it does have going for it, if you played it on sport, is it still has a back end recovery that you might not get with a strong asymmetrical solid, because sometimes they don't make the corner, or this would.
Now, my question is it making the corner because of the lane shine, or is it making the corner because of the core?
I think it's the core.
Core?
Fresh out of box, it was pretty angular too. And I said in the video, I'm not sure if that's due to the pin. Like, a ball is going to do what it's going to do, but this has a 4.5-inch pin.
Makes it
which
longer and angular off
right.
the hop without any holes in it, yes.
Right.
And then we lined it up with a little bit more of an angular layout, and it will complement the pin placement of the bowling ball. All right, so would buy another one. Was worth your initial investment. Would recommend it, but not as a strong asymmetrical solid.
Correct.
But you would recommend it?
Yes.
Okay. So what asymmetrical solid would you play bigger than this if you had to suggest one?
I'd go, what did Brunswick just release? That was a solid, that was really good.
Entity was one of them. That was ebonite.
Yes.
And then
That,
there was
Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive, yep.
I would recommend those two.
Okay. All right. And anything comparable in this same category?
Only thing that comes to mind this year is the Origin EX.
Two different shapes though.
A little bit.
Okay.
I think they lane shine almost as quick. They play first game, second game pretty well because they act a little bit more like hybrids. They play that cliff. They don't react stupid off friction. Yeah.
Okay, so help the guys at home that have bought this ball or are looking to buy this bowling ball. What two balls would you pair with this to complete a league arsenal bag?
For me, this is number one ball. Now, at the state it's in right now, I'd probably take some surface to it just to make sure it gets through that oil. Ball 2. Ball 2 would be severe collision.
Okay.
Ball 3, for me would probably be dark side.
Weaker asymmetrical solid, hybrid. Okay. It's a little unique of a bag.
Really good bag for ideal.
Well, yes.
Last night.
Depending on the playing surface, yes. I agree. Alrighty. So, what everybody wants to know, 10 being God tier, 0 being the worst in the business, where are you putting this?
This was really good for me. I'm gonna put it 9.5. This was a really, really good ball. Surprised me for sure. Yeah. I'm not quite 10, but it's a really good ball.
I think it's a really decent asymmetrical solid. I don't put it in the 9.5 mark, but
I do, because of how forgiving, how playable it is for me. I can use it almost all 3 games.
I just don't want people to get it misconstrued when they're buying a big, strong asymmetrical solid. This doesn't play like a big, strong asymmetrical solid.
And we've made that clear.
Correct. Okay,
This is my ball that I could use all 3 games.
Right. Oh no, I totally agree. And that's why I asked you if it was kind of more of the benchmark category, and you said no, it's just a little bit stronger.
A little bit stronger.
Right. And that's why that's the only knock against it, because it comes out with really good numbers, really good core strength, really good cover strength, and then it just lane shines and it just kind of doesn't fall in that big, strong category. Is my only knock on the ball.
For a league player, that's...
Yeah. But if you stay on top of your surface, guaranteed you can play high volumes probably with it all day. I don't know about high volumes, but
right.
Heavier volumes would be a friendlier way to put that.
Me having a little bit higher rev rate, though, it plays very well.
Right. I totally agree. So a guy that's a little bit more one-handed and down and in might not be able to play this on fresh. You might have to wait for that transition piece or for game 2, basically.
If it's lane shined, yeah.
Yeah, if it's lane shined. Okay, so that would be Quentin's take on the brand new Theorem Solid. If you wouldn't mind, jump on the interwebs there and check out xinthepit.com. Pick yourself up a chamois, some bowling ball cleaner. Got a couple of snarky flip-flop exclusive design t-shirts left. Jump on there and grab yourself one. Wouldn't mind, like, share, subscribe, hit the post notification bell.
And we'll see you guys next time.